Namaskaram, my dear friends, I'm back again. Vairagya. Colorless, clear. Really, the only thing that comes to mind are the chants. So, how did you go about picking your Vairagya chant? For me, the first Vairagya chant that resonated with me was Brahmananda Swarupa. It's the first because during Sadhguru's presence time, it's the chant that we play to experience Sadhguru's presence. And it did really resonate with me. Then I didn't know that I had to sit and chant along with the song or experience the song and experience Sadhguru's presence. Then I used to rock with my 35-pound rucksack and listen to the song. But then Nirvana Shatakam also struck a note in me. It was so beautiful. I think intense, really intense. Yet I still can't memorize every single line. I think they have classes actually provided online teaching us how to chant the Nirvana Shatakam. Guru Paduka Stotram is also one really close to my heart. There was a time where I set it as my alarm. I wake up to it. It resonates with me so much with how much Sadhguru means to me and just being so thankful that I came upon him in this lifetime. Sadhguruji. Shambho was one too. Melodic, soft, very graceful. More like a really, really warm embrace. Namah Shivaya. Oof. OG. It's actually a chant that I use when I don't know what to do or I'm in panic mode and I need guidance. Namah Shivaya. But slower, like Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. But my ultimate go-to, Shiva Shambho. Shiva Shambho, Shambho. Shiva Shambho, Shambho. Shiva Shambho, Shambho. Shiva Shambho, Shambho. This Vairagya chant instantly shifts my mind from distress to it's okay type of feeling. Like it's okay, it's not important, it's okay. The grace in it, the intensity but grace of both Shiva and Shambho, all in one, has walked me through so many challenges in life. My God, Sadhguruji, thank you for such blessings. So just a quick life update. I'm going through a kind of significant relationship hurdle. And knowing my past self, my tendency is really to be stuck and depressed and ruminate over the thought for months on end. And sometimes it can leave me disabled and I really tend to lose a lot of weight because I wouldn't want to eat. And I think I would have the tendency to call friends, my mom, my dad, and my close friends and just cry to them, oh, this is what happened to my life, blah, 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 blah. And just that exertion of energy towards crying and sulking and wanting them to help me and give me their energy to make me feel better. I didn't want to go through that cycle anymore because I know it's the same samsara over and over again. I've gone through it enough times, just different characters, and it always is the same, ends the same, begins the same way. So I was done with it. So this time, instead of my tendency to want to cry and be depressed and sulk and call my family, which I was really about to do, I chanted Shiva Shambho. And just for hours driving or just standing, I would just chant Shiva Shambho. And when the chanting stops, the chanting still continues in my head. And it's really such a wonderful feeling because there's a brief moment that turns me around to realizing, experiencing that, oh my gosh, none of this really matter, like none of it. And it's not a logical reasoning that happens in my head. It's actually an experience, like a very, very nice, light feeling that I can just float because these are all illusions, just Maya. It's not the core of life. Though it is part of life and the dance there is. But I just have to experience it, go through it gracefully. And Shiva Shambho has held my hand along the way. So yes, that part of my life, the relationship hurdle, is being taken care of gracefully without having to stress my mom and dad and my brother and my friends. Because our Guru has equipped us with enough tools to deal with it by ourselves. But another good update though, I went to LA recently and went to my Pre-Samyama meet. It was a good session because it was all about correcting my current sadhana, and the expectation is being set of how I need to be, how I need to prepare myself to go through the process of doing Samyama with Sadhguru. And because Sadhguru is going to lay his life energies for us, the screening process is basically screening through who is actually in it, who's committed to see it through. And so I did my interview. My interview went well. I'll just wait for the decision come November. But through that process, they did tell me that my diet was off. Yes, I have been vegetarian for a while, but I have not been vegan. I still eat a lot of pasta. I still eat a lot of cheese, a lot of milk, a lot of chocolates. And it was something that is really hard for me to let go. And then I'm always in constant denial that no, I'm vegetarian. These things doesn't really make me sluggish because they're made of plants. But truthfully, because of how processed they are, I do get really tired. One time, my gosh, let me tell you, I had a loaf bread in the fridge at work. And I was really hungry and I wasn't able to get some fresh food to take to work. And I saw that sliced bread. I know for a fact it was in the fridge for over a month. And who knows how long it's been in the grocery store before I stored it in the fridge for a month. Maybe 2. Oops. But it didn't have any molds, as they're made like that now these days. So I took a pair of sliced bread, toasted it, put some peanut butter, also who knows how long it's been processed in jar. Put some peanut butter, sprinkled some raw sugar. I think that was the only thing that was raw, but still doesn't count as sattvic. So I ate it. And I was satisfied, I was full, my sweet tooth was satiated. And then, oh my god, I was so sluggish. I needed to prepare for a class, but the whole time instead of preparing, I really couldn't open my eyes. I was just really about to sleep, really bad. That was, I think, the hardest struggle of trying to keep myself awake, because the really old food, though vegetarian in nature, was not really helping my body to stay alert. So now that I have committed myself to change my diet at least 50% raw, fresh, and have a variety of pulses, lentils, sprouts, to keep this body vibrant and alive. You know, the first 2 days that I tried it, let me tell you, it was actually really effective. I didn't realize what I was missing out eating vegetarian but processed food and overly cooked. I miss out a lot on wakefulness and alertness and activity. Though I have managed to maintain 4 to 6 hours of sleep most days, some days are just really a struggle to keep the energy alive. But okay, let's go back. So when I first started the diet, I was meeting with a friend in LA. It was a full day and my flight was at 10 p.m. that arrived 6 a.m. in Orlando. So from LA to Orlando, it's more or less a 4-hour flight. So I technically had 4 hours of sleep. Maybe not so restful because it's an airplane. I had a pillow with me, but that was it. So that whole day I worked. I didn't feel any lethargy. My energy was at a good constant level. I did a lot of work. I did a lot of housework too. And then that night I slept around 10 p.m. So from 6 a.m. I worked up to 10 p.m. And then I had to wake up 1:30 or 2 a.m. that day because I needed to take a PT test at 5. So I had to wake up at 1:30 or 2 because I had to do my sadhana. And so my day started that day at 2 a.m. until 10 p.m. And that whole day too was really busy. Started with the PT test, work, and then clean the house with my daughter, put away her toys, shower her, all that jazz, visit her grandma, basically Brant's mom. A lot of activities going on. And they don't know yet that I'm in the new vegan diet, so they served me with some bread, they put some mayo and garlic in it. And they know I'm vegetarian, so they only put some vegetables on my supposedly sub. They were supposed to put beef in it, but they know that I only eat vegetables. So they put vegetables on my sub. And they saw me just pick out the vegetables and ate it and gave the bread to Lily. And I had to explain that yes, I'm turning vegan for Samyama on January. So I really didn't eat a lot. And I slept 10 p.m. that night. And I woke up at 3 to do sadhana because I needed to be at work at 8. So sadhana from 3 to 6, driving to work from 6 to 8. And now here we are. It's 7:30 p.m. Still very active the whole day. I don't know what time I'm gonna sleep tonight. Probably 10 because I still need to edit this video. 10 or maybe later, but tomorrow I will need to wake up again at around 1:30 or 2 because I need to be at the PT test for the cadets to do their PT test. So far though, the vegan diet is really giving me a lot of energy. And I think my emotions and my tendencies are less complicated to handle. I really think there's more emotional balance, and I would attribute it to the diet because it's the thing that changed recently. And it just makes me less fired up, less stressed, and less erratic with compulsions and reactions. So yes, I'm really excited with this breakthrough because on my board, I made it a goal that I would tackle my eating habits and the thoughts in my head. And this minor tweak of changing my diet, only a few days in, the effects are incredible. So I'm really excited to see how this new diet will pan out as I continue to prepare for Samyama. So yes, I just want to share with you all this experience that I have of how grateful I am. And I know how grateful we are of Sadhguru in providing us all these tools to handle life and all its complex amalgamation that can be stressful yet graceful, but in reality it's all our making. And I hope we all make it into a wonderful, beautiful possibility as Sadhguru wishes for us to do. Namaskaram. So yes, that's all I have to share today, guys. Until next time, bye. Mwah.